Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Izzatul Zawani binti Baharudin, and today I would like to give a speech regarding to why traditional classroom learning should be better than online classroom. The coronavirus pandemic has turned the world into a lockdown situation where people need to quarantine themselves at home. This disaster also has pushed all the education institutions to be closed and took another initiative to continue the learning process through online learning. Online class give benefits to students because of its flexibility and students can multitask at the same time. Since then, a lot of people say that online class is the best way for the education. However, I strongly believe that to change from the usual classroom learning into an online class is not effective for most of the students. Therefore, in my speech, I would like to explain why classroom learning is better than online learning in communication between students and teachers, student motivation in learning, and facilities in engaging the online learning. I will begin my first reason why I say that online class is not constructive as offline class is because of the communication between students and teachers. Online learning usually can be done through any internet platform without having a real meeting, and this situation will lead to less interaction between students and teachers. Thus, it brings less satisfaction and students will feel hard to adapt with the new way information is delivered. This is completely different from the learning in the classroom because where the teachers and students are freely interacting and by exchanging opinions, doing presentation and speeches. For example, for some of the assignment consultations was discussed through internet platform which is WhatsApp, and it limits the face-to-face interaction, sometimes can confuse the way students understand the explanation. Moreover, the discussion session would be longer as students and teachers were connected by only the online testing. Now you can see that online courses could lead to the low engagement between students and teachers. We will see the next reason why online class becomes unsuccessful is because of students will have less motivation in learning. One of the other problems with online class is students tends to be less motivated because they are not happy with the learning environment. A motivated student is actively engaged and enjoy the deep approach to learning and can perform well in academic. According to Lee 2010, social disengagement is associated with poor quality of a life and diminish the physical and psychological health. This could lead to students to be more stressed and not enjoy the class. Moreover, according to Hartnett 2016, the factors that made the student decide to drop online class is because of the other commitment they need to carry. Other than that, it is because of the feeling of isolation of when they need to study alone without help from the peers, because some students prefer study in a group. You can see now how online class is not effective and it makes students lose interest in studies. Next, we will see the other reason why e-learning is less good is because of the facilities in engaging online learning. The other reason why online class is not the best choice is because not all students have a good access in gadgets and internet connection for the online classes. Online class requires a very stable internet connection and good gadgets, but not all students afford to get these facilities for some reasons such as financial problems. The internet connection problem could affect the students' class attendance, and the worst is when they are left out from the syllabus. just because of this technical problem. According to the National Council of Education Research and Training 2020, 27% of the students do not have access to smartphones or laptops in order to attend online class. Now I have stated all of my points on why online learning is not the best option compared to the classroom learning. My speech for today has completed. Thus, I have justified 3 important points in my speech on why classroom learning is better than e-learning, which are communication between student and teachers, students' motivation in learning, and the facilities in engaging online class. Online learning is a good way to replace classroom learning, as the education can still continue even though students are at home due to the COVID-19 cases. Nevertheless, to completely assume that online class is the best method in the education system is not a good and effective idea, because some students still prefer face-to-face in learning as they can understand better in the courses.